So I've had the Model X for about a month, and in that time I've put about 1,100 miles on it. Ordinarily, I would just call this video the review, but there's a lot of stuff that hasn't come to the car yet. So I'm one of the cars that's equipped with AutoPilot 2.0 or Hardware 2, and I was one of the first 1,000 cars that got some of the AutoPilot features, but it's not even close to even at parity with the older generation cars that were produced in 2014, the AutoPilot 1. So I'm saving the review for when I get all of that stuff and I can show you. But I have learned a lot about the car, from how the Falcon wing doors have performed and held up, whether or not my white seats are already ruined because of jeans and kids, how the car is driven, whether or not I've had any issues. So let me show you what it's like to be in the Model X and my experiences with it 1 month in. Like most cars, you can get a ton of options on the Model X. One of the big ones that I don't have is a premium upgrade package, and that's going to give you almost like a valet mode for the driver's door. As you walk up to it, it'll know you're there with the key fob in your pocket, and it'll open and present itself to you. But the doors are still pretty cool, the passenger and the driver's one. So go ahead and just push the button. It'll open up, and it'll go as far as it can. It'll sense if there's another car there and not open up into it. And if I want to close the door, I can close all doors using the touchscreen. And the driver's door, if I just put my foot on the brake, it'll automatically close. I also like from inside the car to open it up, all you have to do is just pull the handle. I don't have to push the door, it actually will open itself up. I know that's really getting to the extreme level of laziness, and doing this is too hard, but it's kind of cool, and it closes neatly too. It'll retract itself back into the car. But the big doors, and I think sort of the big reason a lot of people get the Model X is for the Falcon wing. It's also been one of the biggest issues people have had with the cars. Earlier VIN numbers have had trim right here, it's been misaligned. Falcon wing doors that have detected obstacles that aren't there. I fortunately had no issues with the car at all. I'm VIN around 28,000, so it looks like most of the issues have been taken care of. One small thing that I do have is on the passenger Falcon wing door. See if you can hear it. I'll occasionally get a little bit of a creak in one of the hinges, but we'll open it up and I'll show you. So that's it. A little bit of a creak, but that's about it, and I've had no issues. And surprisingly, I haven't had the Falcon wing doors hit anything. I've got a really tight garage, and it opens up very easily around it. I've parked next to a ton of cars, never hit anything. It's also been really good about detecting overhead. I was nervous about parking garages when you have, big beams up ahead. It's detected all of that. But one of the best features for me is being able to get kids in and out. So I've got car seats on either side. I get my son in and out of the car without really ever having to twist or turn. If you ever tried to get a kid or a dog into the back of a car, you'll know how hard that can be on your back. So this has made it super easy. So the very first Model X video we did, when I said I was getting the white synthetic leather seats, people in the comments were renownedly like, what are you thinking? You got kids, it's going to get ruined. The seats in the back where the kids are look absolutely incredible. I obviously wear jeans quite a bit. And I have had some transfer of the blue to the white. One of the nice things about the white is I'll be able to pick up some generic leather wipes from Amazon, and they got rid of the blue almost completely. White me. So that's something you expect a grown man to say every day. So you can see right here there's a little bit of the blue transfer from the pants, but nothing in the seat. So you just take a little bit of a wipe. It's just a generic leather cleaner, and a few quick swipes, and it's gone. These are made of it's a vegan material. I don't like to say vegan leather. It sounds like it's made of vegans. But Tesla claims it's the most durable and easiest to clean out of all their interiors. And I can vouch for that. So a few quick little swipes. And that blue transfer is totally gone. And it's been about 2 weeks since I last did that. So it's gonna need regular maintenance to keep it white, but I think if I sort of remain kind of diligent, it should stay looking almost brand new for however long I have the car. So the cars that are equipped with hardware 2 for AutoPilot, the first 1,000 of them, or 1,000 randomly got some of the enhanced AutoPilot features. AutoPilot's made up of two things. It's made up of traffic aware cruise control and drive assist. So traffic aware cruise control kind of control the car vertically. So as you're driving, it'll detect a car in front of you and it'll stop and it'll speed up. You can control the speed really easily with the stalk down below. A hard tap up goes 5 miles per hour faster. A short tap will make it go up 1. You can control that for really almost any speed that you want. The other one though is sort of the big secret sauce for Tesla. And that I only have right now for speeds around 35 miles an hour. It doesn't always show all the time. You'll know that it's available right to the left of the speed you're going. You'll see a little grayed out mile number, and that'll be if you turn on the traffic aware cruise control that's available. If you see the steering wheel on the right side of that, then you know you have AutoPilot ready to go. So I can show you traffic aware cruise control. I go ahead and turn that on. Quick tap of the stalk. And that turns it on, and now it'll detect cars in front of me. It's been great for traffic. So we're coming up right now on a car, and I could see in the dash, it'll show that there's a car in front of me. It'll detect it, and right now the car is slowing down, but it's not controlling where I am in the lane. I have to control all of that. And of course, it also will not detect, at least right now, red lights or stop signs. And I can see I've got a car in front of me, and I can see again that I've got a car in front of it. Some of the cool stuff that the hardware 1 cars could do was you would see cars to your left and your right in between the lane markings. I can see the lane markings, but I can't see yet cars on my left or right. Perhaps when this gets full featured, it'll start to show those cars. What I do see is sort of sensors that kind of come out, that'll glow red and it'll glow yellow depending on how close I am to curbs or cars on either side of me. It also will show me the speed limits as well. And traffic aware cruise control has been really good. The lane keep assist stuff, I've only had a few times. I was driving back from LA and I had it on the freeway. That was really nice. And you get it for about 30 seconds or so, depending on how fast you're going. You know, up to that 35 mile an hour threshold, it'll tell you to put your hands on the steering wheel to detect that you're still paying attention. But for the most part, the car is driving itself. Certainly you have to stay aware of your surroundings, and Tesla recommends that you stay very diligent and keep your hands on the wheel at all times. But you could, in theory, take your hands right off and still be good to go. The drive has been really nice. It feels very smooth. I've got the air suspension, so I don't notice any bumps. I don't have the giant tires. I've got the 20-inch tires on this car. You can get, I believe, 22s. That'll make for a much harsher ride. But it's way, way, way smoother than most sort of sporty-ish SUVs that I've had. So I've got the 75 kilowatt hour battery pack. It's the 75D, which means it's got dual motors, so there's one in the front and the back. When I charge up to 80% in the morning, generally my range is about 211 miles. And that's pretty accurate if I was gonna go drive on the freeway. Driving around the city though, it gets depleted at about, say, 110% of what it says. So for every mile, looks like a 1.1 miles actually goes away. So it's not entirely accurate yet. Tesla does get better. The more you drive the car, the more accurate it'll be. But I've had no range issues at all with the car. And I've driven, I believe, close to 200 miles in one trip, and I still came back with about 20 left showing of range. So pretty good, at least for my usage on the range. Of course, I need to charge the supercharger stations everywhere. So right now you can see what it looks like. It's detecting the curb to my left, and you can see it's starting to show those sensors. And for all the tech that's in this car, and for all intents and purposes, this is a driving computer. It drives like a car. And drives like a relatively quick car. It's not as fast as the 90D or the P100D with ludicrous or insane mode, but it's a fast SUV. It gets out of its own way plenty quick. I can haul plenty of people. This last weekend, for example, I had my wife, my parents, and my 2 kids. I had the 3rd row up, was able to drive everybody, and that was really nice to be able to take sort of the whole crew. Not something I could do with previous cars that I've had. So you couldn't tell, I've loved having the Model X. We'll see what happens over the next few months, but if you guys want to know any more about the car, any questions you want to see us address, let us know in the comments. You guys have been leaving incredible questions and comments about the car. We're incorporating all of those into next videos. Leave a fun comment, make it something cool, and we'll pin it to the top and people can see you and maybe get some more subscribers. Share notifications turned on so you can get notified when new videos are coming. Until next time, I'm John Rettinger.